There we go. Okay. A, I want to just straight up apologize. I was a little. I don't know why the fuck I can't say the word literally. I have such an issue with that. I don't know why. Anyhow, I was I was literally just making you guys a video, and my dumbass self. So, as you guys know, it sits up in the basically the little phone holster there and everything. Especially whenever I'm driving, it's so much easier. I don't have to hold the phone. Well, I was literally like 24 minutes into, like I had like on a different, like higher quality video and all that shit, which some of you all out there might care that it's a higher quality video. Some of you can give two fucks less. I'm one of them. I just figure I'll try to, be nice. Hey, let me put out like higher quality video. It might do something, or just it might look better. Anyhow, I went to go put it up in the phone holder, and my dumb ass, because like, it was set like I was at like 24 out of like 35 minutes, so literally, see, I have an issue with that. I had like 11 minutes or so left to go. Went to put it up here, and of course, one of the clamps to hold the phone, my dumbass put it up there to where the clamp, it was doing its job, but it was right on the power button. So of course that ended the video, and yeah. So new video. I mean, I would post it, but like it literally, whenever like there was a truck coming out of the bay next to me, and it was like a 40s or something. It was fucking sweet, orange, sounded beautiful as all get out. But I didn't like end my video or anything else on purpose. Like it was an accidental to where it hit the side button. So that's the only reason why you're getting a new video, because, well, I couldn't finish that one up, and yeah, well, I also can't control that either. But no, what the whole point of the video I was getting at here. So now, since I'm not even on a timer, so what I was getting at is like the whole purpose of this video is, if you have a dream or a passion that you want to live said ways, or you have a dream of doing something to benefit yourself or even potentially others, you would think that you have literally family and friends that would have your back on said things. I would say for the most part, yes, it is a Oreo and fudge brownie mix. Yeah, I get them like almost every day. They're dope as shit. There's one person, and like I said, like I even said in the other video, obviously you guys aren't going to see that one because it got fucked up, and I don't know how to fix videos and all that shit. And really, to be honest with you, you guys get what you get, and I'm not all fancy with all that shit over here. It's just you get what you get, and I greatly appreciate that you guys are even here. But there's one person, and you would think, like I said, I'm not going to even like name drop or anything, but somebody really close to me. Not the kiddo. She's all for me doing, living out my dream. But somebody else, like close. I think you guys can kind of pick up the drift of it. But you would think said person would have your back, like, dude, yes, go do that. If that's what makes you happy, it's what you've been wanting to do for 20 plus years, do what makes you happy. Live the life that you want to live. But no, instead of sitting there like kind of basically like calling you like a hobo and wanting to be homeless and such, maybe people that live that lifestyle. Now, granted, obviously you'd be houseless if you just simply lived on the street. I'm not talking that kind of, living outside of a house. I'm talking like the nomad lifestyle. You guys know, you've been on the channel, you've seen the videos, you know what I'm talking about. I want to live in some form of a vehicle or a camper to some nature, you know what I'm saying? So I can travel about pretty much literally anywhere I want to go. But the factor of that being something that's been a dream and a passion of mine for over 20 years, I don't want to seem like I'm a statistic, and I don't want the house. I don't want multiple cars. I don't want all that shit. I want to live as freely as possible, hence of no mortgage, no house payment, or shit, my bad, same fucking thing. Car payment, all that shit. Now, granted, some of us can't get away from not having a car payment. I am grateful. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I am grateful because the vehicle that I'm in, you guys know I've said it in other vehicles, it was given to me. I am above and beyond grateful for that. I can live in this son bitch and be happy. But I want to live like the nomad lifestyle of like living out, in the middle of.
This is all purpose. This is.
Why are you coming down through here, dude? This is not your car, not your bay. I mean, can you not tell that it's a fucking Chrysler? Pay attention, people. It doesn't cost anything. Anyhow, I want to be able to either, like, say, like, live in a U-Haul or a fucking van and where you can park out on the fucking beach. Who the fuck wouldn't want to wake up every morning to the waves crashing? To me, that would be so peaceful. Like, I don't know, is it the word of terminating it as like serenity, like just that pure bliss of being happy and knowing like, damn, I don't have to get up and go and grind my life away to make somebody else a fucking millionaire. I can live my life on my own terms, and that's what I'm gonna do. Now, you guys do know I dash for a living. I can also dash in any fucking state I want to. Great thing about that. Obviously, not every job you can work in every state because said job may not be in every state. There's human beings in every state. Human beings need to eat to survive. Hence why I do DoorDash full time, because I have worked at other restaurants and such before. Like, say, like the one time I was up here, actually, I was working at Domino's when Pops passed. You guys know, you follow the channel, you know he's been gone. But I told myself, why work for one restaurant up here when I can dash for every fucking restaurant up here and make more? I mean, to me, it's just kind of a common sense kind of equation there. But that's what I'm getting at. I can dash anywhere I want to, so once I actually embark on this lifestyle of going wherever I want to, I can dash around me to make my income. Now, granted, if this ever becomes something, I might make a little bit of pocket change off of YouTube. And as you guys know, I'm not depending and like holding my breath on that. I'm sure at some given point, I might make a little bit, might make enough, to put some gas in the tank or something of that nature to buy myself some lunch. But, I'm not looking to, become, balling off my ass or become a millionaire by any means. But, sorry, I know I'm sitting there eating this. That's why I'm also trying to keep my mouth shut while I do. Hence of why I'm like literally even talking right now while I'm chewing on a fucking Oreo. But the moral and the point to this video and story is, for anybody that whether it's your family, your kids, friends, or your kid, that's what I'm saying. It's like, whoever it is in your life, if they have goals and a dream and a passion to do something like mine is, I want to be, obviously you guys know on the channel, I stream, I video game, I fucking love it. It's relaxing as shit. And again, at another point, I'll start making some money at some given point off of literally playing video games that I enjoy. So not only will I have the passion I do to game, just the simple enjoyment of doing it, but down the road, there's also the opportunity and chance to actually get paid to do it. Yes, please. But that's just what I'm saying. Like, if you know somebody that has that passion, as long as it's not hurting them or hurting anyone else in the process, dude, have their back. It doesn't cost anything. Give them words of encouragement, things of that nature. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't even necessarily even take your time. I mean, it might take the breath out of your mouth to say, say words, but encourage them. If it's something that that they've been, like I said, been passionate about, hence myself, 20 plus fucking years. Obviously, I'm thinking about it, and I've been thinking more about it and different ways of going about it since the kiddo is now of a legal adult age. Mind you, she's still in high school, so it's like, and don't get it twisted, it's not like I'm just going to straight up and fucking bail out as soon as, she's done with high school. No. She even knows I'm still going to be around. I might be a state or two away, but I'm not going to be like, right now we live in Ohio. I'm not going to be over in fucking California while, she's possibly over here in a state remotely close to here. Now, I will be getting around because, that's the whole point of me wanting to do this is to travel and such. But I always just told her too. Now, granted, of course, if I'm a little bit further, your boy doesn't fly. But I would either fly, especially if it's something I needed to get back to her in a pretty prompt manner, then, sorry about the sirens. Kind of can't control those. And hopefully whomever that those are for, hopefully you guys are okay. But she does know that that's what I think I wanted to do. And I even asked her, it's my kid, so it's like, obviously I'm the dad, I'm the parent of the situation. I can do obviously whatever I want, whenever I want. But it never hurts to ask, like, especially if you're close with your kids, like your kid or kids, you don't want to just up and like, hey, you're of age, you can go do your own thing later on. No, like I said, I will be getting out and I will be venturing and enjoying my life as freely as possible. But I also know she wants me to do that because she knows of how much passion I have into it and how badly I want to do it. So she's all for it. I just can't sit there and say about other people, like I said, but not name dropping. And I even told said person the other day in the conversation that we were having. Sorry, I got a little bit of I think I got some ice cream down in the beer, but that's good. I even told them that of all people, you would think that one person would definitely have your back. But no, it's just like, well, how you going to do this? How you going to do that? Make money door dashing. I can dash anywhere. People live in every fucking state. Wherever I go, there's going to be somebody hungry that's not wanting to get out and go pick up their food, and they can go through DoorDash. That's a great, I know I've said in many other videos that there's many aspects that I absolutely love about DoorDash. That's definitely one of them, because with doing what I want to do, I can have with no issues at all. Yummy. Be able to dash wherever. But the only thing is, like, that's one thing that's like wrecking. It almost feels like it's literally wrecking my brain. So I'm trying to figure out of what type of living condition that I want to be in. I thought about just saying screw it, just a simple factor of down to like buying a van, taking out every fucking seat besides the driver's seat, and making that a home. Only thing is, like, and I'm not even hating on like a van in general, and I'm not talking about a Sprinter Ram where you can stand up and all that. I'm talking about, like, say, like Chevy Astro, things of that nature, like your basic family van, if you will. The only thing I have necessarily against those is the fact that you can't fucking stand in them. Not the end of the fucking day by any, means of the situation. But it's something simple. Obviously, I would have to, like, if I'm dashing or whatever, I literally will be dashing in my home. So, of course, I would add up extra miles to the side of traveling. I thought about doing, like, a U-Haul and hauling a vehicle behind me. So, of course, the U-Haul would be my home. And, you haul shit that you, like, your belongings. So whenever you move, you guys know I don't have to fucking explain that shit to you. But something like that, it's already literally designed to haul shit. So why not fucking design it? There's plenty of YouTubers on here too that have done that, and it's like, dude, that is like, especially for a single person. No, don't get me wrong, I have seen them as a couple as well, but it's already there, and it's like it's not going to be that hard to do of what you would want to do inside of it. On top of that, I can haul this with me, so when I want to dash, I don't have to dash in the fucking U-Haul. You know what I'm saying? A van would be a different story. I'd have to dash in it, live in it. The U-Haul, I can live in the U-Haul. I can tow this bitch with me, and then whenever I want to dash or explore or whatever, I can get in the car, of course, lock up the house and everything else, go exploring, go dashing, come back, and, you know, I got the U-Haul and all that shit right there. I've also thought about a truck camper. Truck campers, I have like a very, very strong wanting to that, because of the factor of, now again, I have seen couples in those truck campers, and of course I've seen individual people. If you guys haven't seen them, check it out. They're not on my channel because I don't have any of that just yet, but feel free, of course, to check any channel out here on YouTube about truck campers. I have seen some fantastic ass looking fucking truck campers, and I mean, you really think about it, it's damn near like an efficiency apartment in the bed of your truck. Now granted, obviously you're going to need a heavy duty fucking truck in order to fucking pull that, because you pretty much literally have your home in the bed of your truck. So, but again, on that though, not like the van per se, because the van's everything all in one. A truck camper, you can take the truck camper off, of course, but also with dashing in a big heavy ass truck, you know, of course it's not no little 4-cylinder. It's going to be like, you know, V8 if not bigger, and obviously it's going to burn a bit more gas, or potentially if it's a diesel or whatever. I've never owned a diesel, so I can't really speak on that matter. So, but I'm pretty certain diesel burns slower, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I'm almost certain that's how diesel works. Again, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But with that, like I said, I can take the truck camper off. So the only thing with that is, like, I'm kind of hesitant in the slightest bit of way on that. So if I'm out in the middle of the fucking forest or whatever, greater chances are nobody's just going to come upon my shit and try to like vandalize it or break into it or whatever. But it's also human nature. There's always going to be that butthead out there that's going to want to, you know, fuck around, basically kind of the fuck around and find out. But if I'm out in the middle, like literally of the forest, I don't think I would necessarily have that issue. But that's like kind of like one of my own, not to say like it scares me, because it doesn't. It's just a factor, like, I don't want to be out dashing around in my truck and then come back to my fucking home and see that some asshole busted out a window or tried to fucking, you know, jimmy into my fucking my door to access my home. Like I said, there are people out there, they'll do that, you know. So, but then again, they could do that to anything, whether it be the van or the U-Haul. But I'm just trying to think of things, different sources to live in. Whether, now also, I have a fucking shed right now. I know that I've said it in a couple of other videos and such. I've also even thought about saying, fuck it, finding, you know, some land somewhere, either preferably in, well, yeah, I would prefer it actually being somewhat in the woods, like 5 to 10 acres. Have the shed I have currently, moving it there, and then just paying for the land. That way I can still be away from people, have my peace and quiet. Just, of course, my house wouldn't be transportable, if you will, but that doesn't mean that I can't go with that idea and then say, like, get the truck camper or something to where I don't have to worry about, like, say if like every other weekend I want to go just like exploring, and obviously I can go to sleep at any given time in my truck camper, But if I would have said property with the shed that's already paid, so of course I'm just paying on the paying for the property, and obviously at some given point that's going to be paid for. And then as far as I'm aware, I've never owned property before either, so you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on this as well, but I'm pretty certain once you have said property paid off, whether it has a structure on it or not, only thing after said property is paid in full, you'll have property taxes. Pretty certain that's one thing that you're not going to get away from. Like, you always will have to pay that. Now obviously if you're in a van, truck, camper, so on and so forth, you're not paying any of that shit. You're paying the insurance on your vehicle, the maintenance, and the gas. That's the gist of your bills when it comes to your living, housing, if you will. But I don't know, it's like I said, it's like everything I think of, I try to think of every aspect of it, especially the financial end to it, all of that shit. But it's just basically, sorry I've made it like so long, but I was just kind of like trying to put the point out of what I'm wanting to do and thinking of the different options to do it. But also on top of that, man, make sure you got friends and family that are true and dear to you, that if you have that passion and that life goal to, do something in your life, make sure that they got your back and you got that good supportive team. Because then that one person, like, now I'm not going to let her fucking, get me down by any means, because if any of y'all out there that personally know me, you know who I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm not putting the name out there. But I'm more than ready. I've been more than ready to go, but I also have the number one factor. The kiddo is still in high school, so I'm not going anywhere until she moves out. So yeah, don't get twisted on that. Not rolling out till the kiddo moves out. But that also gives me kind of time, and possibly getting ideas and such from you guys to get like maybe a better understanding. Maybe you guys have a truck, camper, maybe you guys have lived the van life or are living the van life, and you can tell me like, hey, since you haven't even started doing this, you're doing your homework, which I'm trying to do like every fucking day. That's also why I try to think of ideas to make videos to let you guys. Obviously I put these videos out, you guys are a part of my life on damn near on a fucking daily basis, and there's a little over 300 of you here, and I couldn't be more grateful. And I know it's going to continue to grow, and I will continue to be even more grateful. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I guess, in a way, like what I'm wanting to do. Like, I know that people have been living the nomad lifestyle since even before I've been around. It's not like it's something new. It's not a fad or anything else like that. Now, granted, back when I first thought about doing it, YouTube, hell, fucking even Google wasn't even a thing back when I thought about it. That shows you just of how old Google is as well, that I'm actually older than that. A lot of you out there actually are as well. But now, like, how it's not necessarily a fad, but it's like the factor of like, now you got the internet and all that shit, that you can literally, that was a nice Infinity. I wasn't trying to fuck with the phone, because the last time I did it and I was sitting there trying to show the orange truck, that's when it fucked the video up, and I mean, it's already in the phone mount, but I'm not trying to fuck it up and in the video and having to redo it, because I basically kind of fucking pissed myself off on that one. No, like, if there's anything that you guys can let me know of, because I thought about starting off at the absolute simple fucking basics of just getting a van, or even like an SUV, if you will, taking out the fucking seats and basically starting like my first or second year in the van. So obviously I could stack money in general, obviously knowing, with the van, living in it and working out of it to be dashing. So I would say probably my most expensive expense in that general nature would probably be gas, but of knowing the factor that I'm delivering, I'm making way more in that day than like that $20 or $30 that I'm throwing in the tank. So in the long run, it's going to basically pay for itself. But like I said, I even thought about the first year or two doing the van. Still continue doing my research every day of watching videos of uh, other nomads, and I might go from a van. I might go to the fucking truck camper. I don't. That's one thing. Is like, don't get me wrong. I'm not throwing the shed idea out, considering the factor I have that already, and it's literally the only thing it doesn't have in it is a bathroom and a kitchen. But you can use like a Coleman fucking a little grill, like portable grill, and boom, right there's something to fucking cook on. Get me like a dish set or whatever. Bam, I'm good to go. Bathroom, obviously, for number one, that can be, especially if I'm out in the woods or whatever. And not saying anything against you ladies, because number one, y'all can take care of that as well. There's devices that you can kind of wear or put against your body, so to speak, that will kind of make you, not sitting there saying like pee like a man, but where you don't necessarily have to squat like you normally would have to do in order to release the plumbing, so to speak. But number two, for both of us, obviously takes a little bit more, and we're not, neither one of us are really wanting to go out and dig a fucking hole, squat, take care of our business and finish that up. But that's also a part of it too. I'm very well aware. I mean, I don't mind. But yeah, just like leave some comments for me if you guys even know anybody, you are living this lifestyle, you have. I know I left a video somewhat like this beforehand, and somebody did leave a comment, and I do appreciate you. And I'm almost certain that I did leave. I commented back, or I did a video response, one of the two. I'm just trying to do, like I said, I got about, I'd say a year and a half I have before I can officially go out and do my thing. It's just, I think the first step is, what do I want to live in? Because all of them sound really good to me. It's just like, honestly, at first, when I first like started like getting back into like doing the research and doing all that, I was wanting to do, like a lot of you out there will know, not to say I wouldn't have to live in a campground. I know that I wouldn't. It's a Coleman 17R. But even talking to a buddy of mine's dad, he's done maintenance and all that shit on RVs for 20 plus years. And he even told me, he's like, now granted, campers, like older campers, they're better. They're built better. These new ones are absolute trash. Never had one, so I can't sit there and speak for myself. But coming from a guy that's worked on them for 20 plus years, I kind of, not only for the fact that I know him, I'm going to take his word of advice that, the man made his living off of working on RVs. I think he knows a little bit about what he's talking about. You know what I mean? A lot of people can talk shit like, oh, I know this and that. And you put them to the test, like, well, obviously you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But this man has been doing it for 20 plus years. He's retired, but he here and there he goes back and does another job or whatever. But so as of right now, I think the camper, not to say it's 100% eliminated, but I'm thinking the top three is the shed on the property, U-Haul with a to be able to pull a vehicle behind it, and just a quick getaway is the van. All three of those, now granted, the shed, obviously that's going to cost me a monthly payment, of course, to buy the land. I'm sure, of course, it'll cost a little bit more. I have to get the land. I have to have the I would still have utilities ran out to it, but I would also try to more or less use off of solar. So like I said, I want to live as cheaply and as freely as possible. So if it's cheaper, for me to be able to obviously run off of pretty much everything off of solar, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't have, it's your life. You shouldn't have to literally work your life away to live a life, if that makes any bit of sense to you guys. I mean, you really think I mean, I'm not trying to go down this path by any means, but however we were created, so on and so forth. Do you really think that we were created to be on this earth to literally work our lives away until we die? Not this guy. No. And I'm not going to. I am 44 years old. I'm not trying to be that 60-year-old where I can't fucking move around because my body is so fucking worn down and everything else. No, thank you. I'd much rather live in a vehicle or some type of, not brick and mortar, if you will, or I know a couple YouTubers will sit there like say like sticks and stones or something of that nature, but living the free life of being out there, living literally on the road in a vehicle. You don't have all those bills and shit. You have that absolute fucking freedom of the open world and the open road. And yes, for well over 20 years, that has been my dream and what I've wanted to do. Now, it's coming a lot closer to real life, you know, and for that actual goal in life and dream to come true. And obviously, you guys know whichever option that I do choose to do, I'm gonna show you the entire process. Whether it's like, you know, if I get a van and I start, you know, taking out the seats and all that shit. Now, granted, I'll record that and shit, but I'll probably put it like in like a high speed, so like you're not sitting there watching a 2-hour long video of me sitting there taking out all the seats and all that shit. It'll kind of be like sped up to where like you see me doing that and like getting my home, you know, in preparation and such. Or if it's the U-Haul, you guys will see me like build like the bed frame. And so like I said, anything or whatever I choose to go with, of course, at least for my first rig, I have a feeling, just like the others out there that I've watched, I'll end up, you know, moving on to something either possibly bigger or just a different type of vehicle or whatever. But that's also just kind of like the variety and spice of life. It's like, you know, you guys don't always wear the same clothing. You guys don't always live in the same house. You don't always have the same car. It's just mine's going to be a different form of housing than your house. And it's like if I might go from a van to a U-Haul, I might go from the U-Haul to a truck camper. It's like all these different aspects. Because like the main thing is like a U-Haul, unless I probably put some wheels and rims on it for like mainly like outdoorsing and such, I don't foresee like some places that like a truck camper can get into. Even though the U-Haul is probably all in total going to have more weight to it, I don't know if it could make it into certain areas within the woods. Plus, also, I mean, like, of course, you don't know if it's rained there or like how the weather's been there if you haven't been in said area, you know, within that week or whatever. Because like, I'm not trying to have my home fucking like if I'm pulling over some grass or something and that ground being like really, really fucking soft. Because if the ground's soft and you got a shit ton of weight on you, you're bound to potentially fucking sink, and that's the last thing I would want to do is literally sink my home. But I think that's pretty much about the gist of the video. Sorry, I know I'm like talking over the cars and such, but hey, it's nice out. The kids are out having fun. You all fucking enjoy yourselves. You're only a kid for fucking so long, then the adult part of life says, bitch, you're mine now. That's just a fucking fact of life. So yeah, I mean, you guys are probably in college and all that shit. You're out here enjoying yourself. Fucking enjoy yourself, man. But yeah, seriously, like that was my main point to this video is like, if you guys have, it may not be the same goal and passion in life that I have. It very well may be, but fucking live it, you know. Not to say like I'm sounding mean by any means, but now, of course, if the factor of the situation is, say, if I didn't have my daughter, I wouldn't change that, obviously, for fucking anything on the planet whatsoever. But if I didn't have her, I'd have already been living that lifestyle for fucking years now. Years. But that's what I'm saying, like, you guys have these goals and these passions and these dreams to live. if you, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to sit there and say like I had this holding me back. I don't. I'm not going to be that parent like, okay, well, you live here, you know, you don't have any bills or whatever, but dad's going to go ahead and roll out. Even though that you're of legal age, she's still in school. I'm not fucking rolling out like that. That would be a fucking fucked up and a dick move, like, all the way around. So, and she knows, no, dad's not going anywhere until she's done with high school and all that happy shit. But no, that's just what I'm basically saying. You guys got that, you have that dream, you have that goal and that passion, fucking go for it. You know, don't let anybody hold you back from doing that. If it makes you feel better, makes you happier, possibly healthier, get your mindset right to where you want it to be. So many things. It's just, you want to do it, you fucking go and do it. The only thing I ask, I mean, obviously I can ask it. It's not like, you know, you don't have to follow through. Just make sure it doesn't do any harm to anybody else nor yourself. Outside of that, dude, it's your life. Fucking live it how you want to. Fuck the man, fuck everybody else around you. You want to do it, fucking go do it. Like I said, as long as it doesn't harm any person. I put my sock on it backwards. My bad, I got a scroll moment. I thought I had my sock on backwards. But seriously, you guys want to do it? Fucking go do it. As long as it doesn't cause literally any type of harm to anybody nor yourself. We don't know how long that we're going to be here. And as long as that we are here and there's something you want to do, fucking go do it. Enjoy yourself. Live your life. Live it how you want to live it. Nobody else out here has the control over you, or has. I mean, they can say all the shit that they want to you. It's just fucking words. Fuck that. Fuck them. You do you. But with that being said, guys, thank you very much. Thankfully, we actually made it through a video to where it didn't fuck up, or at least, you know, operator error fuck up. And you got a lot of cool sounds and everything. I just wish the fucking orange truck, because even after I finished up that last video accidentally, that orange truck was gone like in a second. Didn't even fucking hear him take off. And I was literally looking. There's a Dollar General. I know obviously the camera isn't flipped around, but I'm in a car wash if I didn't already tell you guys, or you can already tell. There's a Dollar General right there, and right here, this side is a big ass VIP smoke shop. Right behind us is Dairy Queen. And that dude just fucking diminished. I'm like, dude, where the fuck did you go to? Or diminished or vanished. But gone. So I was gonna get you a clip of that, but can't get you a clip of something that's not there. Anyhow, thank you guys so much. Now, mind you, this video probably won't be uploaded until tonight, until I get home with a stronger Wi-Fi connection and all that. I'm about to go dash for the rest of the night. Probably won't be home until 10ish or something. On the gaming side of the channel, I'll see you guys on Uncharted 4 tonight. And then come this weekend, it will be PUBG. But thank you guys for sitting back and watching the video. And if you guys have anything, any type of comments, tips, tricks, suggestions, ideas, any of that, please do. That's what they're down there for. Load me up. I will respond back to you. There's a good possibility you might even get a video response, because I actually really do enjoy doing those, and it's just kind of cool, another feature. But you guys have a fantastic weekend. It is Friday. It's fucking beautiful out here. You guys enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and we will see you possibly in other video clips throughout the day, some shorts, and we will see you on Uncharted 4 tonight. You guys have a fantastic fucking weekend. Enjoy.